Obey your master!
McBain!
What? What?
Can you spare us the ears? We got a show here to do.
You got?
Well, we're going to talk about some Star Wars news.
I'm out.
Get back here. Yeah, Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is coming out on Blu-ray, and they're going to release all 9 films too with that. That's interesting. There's a new movie trailer for something called Run. It's a horror movie coming out on Mother's Day. And we're going to talk about some Train to Busan 2 news called Peninsula, continuing on with that horror theme. And because it's Throwback Thursday, I figure we would go back and take a look at the original trailer for Train to Busan and just reminisce on how awesome that movie was. Let's get to it. Hello, my name is James and welcome to Mirror Domains. And this is a show where we talk about some of the daily movie news and entertainment news headlines because I participate in that kind of stuff online by forums and other people's YouTube channels and such. And I figure, well, if I'm going to do that, I might as well turn on the camera and share my thoughts with you guys as we quickly run through some topics. And hopefully the show comes out on a 8 p.m. schedule weekly for you guys, and we'll just try to keep this momentum going. First up, we're going to talk about a movie called Run, and it stars Sarah Paulson and Kiera Allen. Now, we know Sarah Paulson can put on a weird, dark persona, but it's being billed as a horror movie, and it is directed by Aneesh Chaganty. And the synopsis briefly reads, "They say you can never escape a mother's love, but for Chloe, that's not a comfort, it's a threat. There's something unnatural, even sinister, about the relationship between Chloe and her mom." Okay, well that sounds very, very reminiscent of Carrie from Stephen King, right? Except, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. We'll have to take a look at this first trailer and judge it for ourselves. Okay. What's going on there?
Will she be okay?
Premature baby? Okay. From Lionsgate. Oh.
You do everything for me. You teach me. You cook for me. Am I a burden?
Sweetheart,
I could do more.
I'm your mom. It's my job to take care of you when you need me. And you need me.
Okay, I get it.
Are you
What?
okay, Mom?
Of course I'm okay. I have you.
So somebody's not who they say they are. That can be very creepy. Diane Sherman! Oh, she was standing there. Oh, that's creepy.
What's wrong?
Run.
Sweetheart?
This is doing a good job of capturing the mood.
You need me.
I really need you to help me.
Chloe! Good night, sweet tooth.
Hmm.
You need me.
Wow. Sarah Paulson looks like she's going to another level there.
You figured it out.
Huh.
You need me.
Okay. Run. May 8th, Mother's Day weekend. What was your main takeaway from that? I want to know in the comments below. What got you? Did it work for you or did it not? Because I was sort of expecting kind of like a Carrie, like the mother was going to smother her, but it's kind of like the opposite. I don't know, not the opposite, but it's sort of like the same kind of setup, but there's something different about the daughter character and not having all the abilities and such. She's kind of like dependent on her because of some challenges she has being a premature baby, but just that eeriness, they sold that so well with her being a creepy person, and it's just kind of like you're in that house trapped with her, and that one shot of her on the internet, and then there was like flashes of her in the kitchen behind her. Yeah, that was creepy. Run! What did you guys think about that? Did it work for you? Let me know in the comments below. All right, moving on. Star Wars news. Okay, Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is coming out on Blu-ray and 4K Ultra. And I wanted to know if you guys liked Star Wars and are planning to buy it, because I liked it for the most part, but out of the sequel trilogy, I think I would have to say that it was my favorite. It's slated to come out March 31st and then March 17th on digital. I prefer to actually have hard copies of this kind of stuff. I don't know if I'm going to buy it on 4K though, because the expense of it is rather high. And in the US, they're saying that the actual Skywalker Saga, which looks good. I mean, I like the artwork and the posting and the packaging and all that stuff. But it's supposed to be like $250, man, for the 4K and Blu-ray release. And you'll get a whole bunch of stuff with it for sure, like a whole bunch of bonus features. Here in Canada, they're listing it as $329 at Best Buy. That's a lot of money just for 9 films. I figure some people will buy it, but that's a lot of money, man, just for movies that we've all seen. And unless they've done some other things to it, like they've taken out some of the special editions, or included the actual original films, then I would invest maybe $350, because that would be something worth more of my money. Yeah, that's a lot. You guys let me know in the comments below if Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga is worth it, or even the Rise of Skywalker, if you're going to buy this on Blu-ray. I just wanted to talk about it because I just don't know if I really want to spend that kind of money. So, moving on. Train to Busan came out in 2016 and was a fairly good horror movie. In fact, it probably made my top 35 movies of that decade, because it is a zombie movie, and it did a really fantastic job of sort of reinventing it. And even though it's a foreign film, as we know from this year, Parasite winning Best Picture and Best Director and such, you guys, you just got to get over the fact that, yeah, there's going to be subtitles, but the subject matter is just so rich that you'll be like, it blows your mind. So Peninsula just got some dealings that it's looking like it's secured some distributors in the foreign market, so we're going to be getting some releases here in hopefully the domestic market here in 2020. Now, they haven't laid anything concrete, but they've at least established relations with all of these distributors to make it happen. I've seen some pages like IMDb. I think they listed it as August 12th. Over in Europe, they're wanting that to be out. But we'll see. The movie's in post-production now. They've released some concept art. But I'm very curious about this project. You know why? Because the director says that it's not really a direct sequel to Train to Busan. It's just something that takes place in that same universe. And that sort of makes sense, because the story of Train to Busan kind of wrapped itself up fairly good. And it's just open for, more movies to be taking place in that universe because of this virus that has broken out and turned people into zombies. There's a lot you can do with that, just like the way that they did with the 28 Weeks and 28 Days Later film. I figured that, this has got lots of potential. And in spirit of Throwback Thursday here, I figured I would share watching the actual Train to Busan trailer with you guys. If you haven't seen it, it came out in 2016, and as I said, it was groundbreaking, man. It was just one of those movies where you're like, another zombie movie? Wait a minute, what's going on? What's going on here? Oh my god. Wow. Oh. And then it leaves you with that feeling of, I just watched a good movie, man. I just watched a good movie. Okay, with that being said, let's just take a look at this quick little trailer, and then we'll wrap things up for the day. Train to Busan. It's beautifully shot, like the cinematography. That guy was cool too. The cast is phenomenal in this. And it's not those over-the-top CGI zombies. They actually used people for it. So you just really get the feeling of the menace and how they're trapped in the train. It's just, wow. Yeah. And they explore ideas with the zombies. Yeah. See how he's got his arms taped up? They explore ideas with it. It's just not straight up typical zombie films. They've got some other ideas that they're throwing in. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful film, guys. You got to check it out. If you haven't, I totally recommend it. I recently watched it near the end of last year as I was putting together my best of the decade list. And I gotta say, man, yeah, if you like horror, if you like zombie films, then you're going to really enjoy Train to Busan. As I said, it's one of those movies where you're just going to be left afterwards saying, yep, that's a good movie. That's a good movie. Okay, so that's the kind of day that it's been for entertainment and movie news here on Mirror Domains. Let me know what you thought about some of these stories in the comments below. Did any of them pique your little interest? I'm very curious about it, and I will talk to you in the comments below. YouTube is recommending a video for you to watch right there, and you can see my latest one just right up here. My name is James, and you're watching Mirror Domains. If you've liked what you've seen, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. And share it, guys. Share the videos.